Ozark Season 3 Episode 1 kicks off in Coahuila, Mexico, where a man is walking through a mall with boxes. Seems like a typical delivery guy with a clipboard and all. He takes his delivery to a children's shop, and after sticking a knife through the man in the store's hand, he demands keys from him. After receiving said keys, he slits the man's throat. The delivery man then finds two men counting money and stuffing it into shoeboxes. He makes them put zip ties around their wrists and takes out a bomb. After setting the timer, he leaves, blowing up the men and the money. Not done there, while everyone outside is now trying to collect all the money flying around. He sets off another bomb in the crowd of people. Wendy, Laura Linney, is watching the soon-to-be-released commercial for their new casino, and judging by the look on her face, it's cheesy. Charlotte, Sophia Hublitz, is also there, and it seems she went from wanting to be emancipated to now working in Marty and Wendy's office as a secretary. As Charlotte is going on about Wendy's schedule, Wendy isn't paying attention. Instead, she's on her laptop looking at the latest news on the cartel wars. Ruth, Julia Garner, and Frank Cosgrove Jr., Joseph Sikora, go back and forth making snarky comments. Frank's now working for his dad with the birds. Ruth and Frank Jr. are talking about a drop location, but Ruth wants him to switch the place because they've already used that location. Frank Jr. won't budge on it and leaves. Marty, Jason Bateman, comes in and asks Ruth for a water at the bar as he tells her to calm down and not to worry about Frank Jr. Marty changes the subject and asks about the high rollers and the tables. Ruth starts to complain about all that money just sitting there with Buddy not doing anything. Marty informs her he's not going to start laundering money again until he feels completely safe. Marty starts babbling about numbers and people, and the look on Ruth's face the whole time is priceless. Before she walks away, she says, "Jesus, FCK, you love this SHT." Wendy attends a meeting with Charlotte and a gentleman she's trying to convince to book the casino to host his convention. Wendy's half paying attention and, again, is looking at news online about the deaths in the Navarro cartel. Finally directing her attention back to the prospective customer, she asks what it's going to take to get him to have his convention at their casino. His slightly odd request is the band Rio Speedwagon. Ruth's waiting for Frank Cosgrave's guy to show up at the drop-off spot. While waiting, she checks to see if Wyatt is claiming the money she's been sending him. And to no surprise, he's not claiming it. Frank's guy shows up 2 hours late and she is pissed. After throwing the money in duffel bags on the ground, he drives off. Charlotte makes dinner for the family, and Jonah, Skyla Gertner, tells his mom about mining gold and selling it through a third party. I guess he is his father's son. Wendy would rather have him get a summer job. Wendy informs Marty she has a business idea she wants to run past him. Later, Marty's outside working on things when Wendy joins him. She brings up how she's been thinking about their future and safety. She admits she's been following the drug wars going on in Mexico and notes Navarro has lost 61 men in the last 5 weeks. Marty wants to know what that has to do with them, and she explains that she thinks they should pitch the idea to Helen to expand, but legitimately. They take the legitimate money they will earn from that and put it in a trust for Navarro's kids.